Hello everyone, welcome to another March W13 hotel review. This week we are in the Big Apple, Midtown Manhattan at 218 West 50th Street between 8th Avenue and Broadway at the CitizenM Hotel. And I must say, as you can see, this may be the smallest hotel room at only 160 square feet that I've ever stayed in. But it does have a number of redeeming and I would say quite unique and special qualities. So let's say we dig in and explore. So when you first enter the room, you are presented with closet space. There are actually two closets, one of which is on your left and it is completely open. Each closet has around 6 of these plasticky hangers that have they're sort of multi-function and different shapes and sizes. And this particular closet was just large enough to accommodate my carry-on friendly luggage. And we have another similarly sized closet, but this one is covered with a mirror on the outside and then opens via this strap. And you have again another 6 of those plastic hangers. In my particular case, it was just enough to fit a change of clothes for several days. And aside from that, amenity wise, this closet is relatively barren. There was some storage space at the bottom that was able to fit my backpack, and then that reveals a safe which is wide enough and deep enough and then some to store all of my electronics, including an iPad and a Microsoft Surface Pro. So just on the opposite side of the entryway from the closet with the mirror is the door to the bathroom, and as one might expect given the size of the room, the bathroom is quite small and utilitarian. A couple of towels here. The toilet is what I would call European style with respect to its flushing mechanism and also its styling. And then you have a very small walk-in shower which has a rain style head and can be controlled via this switch right here. If you switch to the right, you get the rain. If you switch to the left, you get the jets that come out of this nozzle. And then you have this this mirrored ledge here, which also allows you to control the temperature using this dial over here, atop which sits the Citizen PM branded bath amenities. Not sure who makes those. And in the ceiling we have some pretty cool LED lighting, and we'll see in a moment that those lights have some special features as well. And emerging from the bathroom, as I may have neglected to mention, there is no sink or mirror inside of the bathroom. It's actually outside in the entryway leading to the living space. And there is a single basin with faucet and a soap dispenser, some opaque cups, and your basic amenities: a shower cap, makeup remover pads, a nail file, and body lotion and conditioner, as well as power outlet, controls for the lights on the mirror and the vanity, as well as a lamp. And then underneath, not much storage space, no drawers, but some Kleenex and hand towels and a hairdryer. One thing you may have noticed is that there is no ironing board or iron in the closet, in contrast to most full-service hotels in New York in which I've stayed. And then there's a small refrigerator that appears to come with some complimentary Evian, although it's only 330 milliliters, 11 fluid ounces, a very, very small size. And with that, you've more or less seen the room in its entirety, with the exception of the primary living space, which at 160 square feet in its entirety is not surprisingly dominated by this king-size bed, which has a couple of pillows. The bed is really relatively firm but comfortable, and it adjoins this huge wall-to-wall window. At the foot of the bed you have a wall-mounted LCD TV, which is really optimally placed for in-bed viewing. And there's also, I guess for lack of a better word, a pillow doll, sort of Raggedy Ann style. And in the headboard we have controls for the side table light, the ceiling lights, the blinds, and the curtains, which will raise momentarily. You have a wall-mounted telephone, light on the side table, and a tablet, which will provide a full walkthrough of in just a few moments, that controls most of the features of the room. Then underneath the bed you have an enormous storage space, which I think, given the size of the room, provides a surprising amount of storage space. And in that sense, I think they've really done a great job in optimizing the use of space given the obvious constraints. And as you may have noticed, we have wood flooring matched by a wood panel ceiling, which has plenty of lighting on both the edges, and embedded into the panel above the bed provides plenty of light. Then you have your obligatory workspace that has this sort of ottoman-like stool, a trendy door hanger that if you do hang this outside your door, you're specifying that you don't want your room cleaned. You don't just have a normal pad, of course, given the appeal of this hotel to hipsters. It's not surprising that there's some sort of cool sayings and on both the pin and the pad, which is sort of cast as an outlet for one's creative writing or poetry. And you have a power adapter in a little sachet, and a couple of power outlets, a USB outlet, and controls for the desk light. Alright, so I'm going to take a seat in this rather modern looking chair aside the table next to the bed, atop which sits this tablet, which is docked and charging most of the time, but you can undock it. And on the home screen is a very simple set of controls that allow you to do most of what you would want to do with respect to the comfort and environment of the room. So you have a temperature control. I'll raise the temperature a bit. And you have an alarm and some lighting presets for going to sleep. And you can also manually control the lights. I'm going to lower the intensity of the lights, and you can see it's indeed doing just that. And then you also have controls for the blinds, and we'll defer that to the very end. And if you swipe right on the tablet, you're presented with a more intricate menu that allows you to turn the television on and off and change the channel and the volume. And let's see, let's change the channel on the television here. There we go. And it looks like it also enables you to stream a device to the monitor. And then there's a smart room menu, and one of the things that it enables you to change are the colors of the LED lights in the bathroom. So it looks like it's set to something more or less neutral now, We can make it more blue or red or green. There you go. And let's hit the movie preset. That dims the lights and the LEDs turn red. I'm going to switch now to the business preset, which turns most of the lights on, provides us enough light to work, and changes the LEDs to blue. And then romance again dims the lights, and we end up with more of a purple hue to the LEDs. And then let's go with relax, which takes the intensity of the lights up a notch and brings us to more of a calming blue-green LED color. And then the final preset is party, which allows the LEDs to continuously change color in an infinite loop. This screen provides more granular control of the temperature, provides a little touch slider, as well as full control over the fan speed. You can go directly to a channel from this lineup here, and you can also purchase movies, browse radio channels, and again, you can stream from your own device. You can set an alarm or different types of alarms. And then there's an explanation for operating the shower, the luggage. There's housekeeping, check-in and check-out. Check-in is at 2 p.m., check-out is at 11 a.m., as well as telephone information and a map of the area. And I suppose I'll end this tour by raising the blinds. And the curtains. And the view here from the window on the 17th floor, given that this is a 21-story hotel, although we don't have a view of Times Square, we're up fairly high, and there's plenty to see. And I'm sure the character of the view will change completely once night falls. All right, folks, thanks again for joining me for this room tour at the CitizenM Hotel on West 50th Street between 8th Avenue and Broadway in Manhattan. I hope you can join us next time for another March W13 hotel review. Until then, happy travels.